This is Josh with Walser Hyundai Coon Rapids, and we're showing you a comparison between the Ioniq 5 from Hyundai and the Nissan ARIYA. So with the Ioniq 5, you do have the pixelated front headlights. They are doing that with a lot of their models now in the EVs. You do have two front cameras, one in the windshield and one just on the front hood here. You also have your parking sensors to prevent accidents, any forward collisions, emergency brakings, and those things. So depending on whatever charger you're using, you can get from 10 to 80% in 18 minutes. To go along with that, you could get up to 303 miles of range in the vehicle as well. So when you're having fun with the car, you will get 320 horsepower as well. What comes with your vehicle is a 5-year or 60,000 mile comprehensive coverage. That's going to be basically all of your electronics. And then your powertrain is going to be 10 years, 100,000 miles. That also includes the battery. Now on the side of the vehicle, you know this one is a limited just because these are the limited wheels. Limited is the highest trim level the Ioniq 5 has. You do have your around view monitors here, so when you're backing up, you do get that bird's eye view look. You know your vehicle is unlocked when the handles are stuck out like this. You can, when they are locked, I'll show you here, you will see that they just pull back inside, as well as your power folding mirrors. To open the charger, you just have to have the key on you, press this little pixel button here, unlock the door, unlocks the charger. To close it, there's a button here to close. So we get to the back of the vehicle, you can see there are a lot more pixels for your rear tail lights, brake lights, those kind of things. You see the H-Track on the back, that is Hyundai's intelligent all-wheel drive system. So it has power in the front. When it feels slippage, it'll send the power to the back to create all-wheel drive or four-wheel drive, whatever you're used to. Got your buttons down here to open up your trunk, as well as the button on the key fob. You do have a button inside the vehicle in the cockpit as well. You do have tons of space back here. You do have a cargo cover as well in case you want to be a little private with what you have. When your hatch is down, people won't be able to see on the inside of it. So we'll close the tailgate here and then we'll hop over to the ARIYA and show you that one. So we just went over the Ioniq 5 from Hyundai. Now we'll do the Nissan ARIYA. The front of the vehicle here, you can see there are a ton of sensors for parking sensors like with the Ioniq, emergency braking, forward collision warnings, all those things. The Nissan badge actually lights up, and they used to have the V-motion grille, but now they turn that into lights. To go along with the safety features, you do have two cameras on the front. One of them helps with the around view monitor, your intelligent cruise control, so it speeds up and slows down depending on the cars in front of you. So when you're charging the vehicle, if you have the correct charger, you can go from 10 to 80% in 35 minutes. That is a little bit longer than the Ioniq, but you do get a little bit longer of a range at 304 miles, as well as more horsepower at 389 horsepower. So from Nissan, they do give you 3 years, 36,000 miles on the comprehensive. Those are the electronics. 5 years, 60,000 miles on the powertrain, and then 8 years or 100,000 miles on the battery. Here we have the middle trim level. This is the Evolve Plus. This specific one is front wheel drive. As we slide down the vehicle, you can see you do have 19-inch rims. You have your around view monitor as well, that bird's eye view camera when you're backing up. Keyless entry, so you don't have to have the key physically out. You can have it in your pocket. And then here we are to the back. Eventually they will have an all-wheel drive system, but as you can see, it does not say all-wheel drive here like your typical Nissans. So a lot of these new EVs, they make them very, very aerodynamic. You can tell by the rims as well as the roof here. They have holes in the spoiler, so that way the wind will pass through with no objection. Yep, just like the front of the vehicle, the Nissan logo lights up. So does the back of the vehicle. It says Nissan in big letters. Let's open it up and see how much cargo space there is. Okay, so now we opened up the tailgates. You can see Nissan still has their divide and hide system. There's a ton of different ways you can set that up for storage. You also have your privacy protector too, so that way nobody can check in the back for you. At certain points, you can actually lock the tailgate. So if your tailgate is a little too high and you don't want to hit the top of your roof of your garage, you can actually set it so that way it goes this distance. All right, so we just saw the exterior for both. We also opened up the tailgate, and now let's get inside the vehicles. So now we're inside the Ioniq 5 Limited. As you can see, we have these beautiful light colored leather seats. Get down to the middle here, you can notice there is no normal shifter. Obviously there's no transmission, so you get a lot more storage space, a lot more USB space, wireless charger in here as well. All right, so now we'll get into the fun part of the vehicle that you're looking forward to. We do have a giant touchscreen display here. Works very, very quick, as you can see. You can do all of your temperature control, your heated seats, your standard dual climate control, all that stuff. Any parking cameras you'll see up here. As you can see, you have your around view monitor. This screen right here gives you a 3D render and model of what it looks like where you're parked. The Ioniq 5 comes with Apple CarPlay and Android Auto as well. It is wired in this specific model. Okay, so we talked about the fun features of the vehicle. Now we'll go into all the safety features. You do have driving assist, so it will steer for you. It does have highway driving assist as well, so it will speed up and slow down depending on the vehicles in front of you. You do have heads-up display. It shows your miles per hour. When you're driving the vehicle, you do have 4 drive modes as well: normal, eco, sport, and snow. Have 2 memory seats too, so if you have multiple drivers of this vehicle, they'll be able to sit comfortably without having to worry about moving their seat too much. Okay, now we went over the important things in the Ioniq 5. Let's hop into the ARIYA. Okay, now we're inside the Nissan ARIYA Evolve Plus. As you can see, first we do have leather seats with a part of a cloth material in them. They look very nice. We get to the middle of the vehicle. Like the other one, there is no transmission, so you have quite a bit more room for storage and just being able to move around. Wireless charger as well, different drive modes. You have your shifter here in the center console. Okay, so in the infotainment screen here, there are a bunch of options. You have your home button, maps, music, or radio, FM, media, whatever it could be, phone connections, and your climate control. This specific one has heated seats, heated steering wheel as well. All right, big difference between the ARIYA and the Ioniq 5 is on the inside you do have haptic buttons. So you'll press them, it'll vibrate for you, it'll let you know it's working. That is how you use your climate as well as your different drive modes, your e-step or e-pedal in the Ioniq 5, which is essentially going to be the same thing. It just brakes for you automatically when you take your foot off the brake. One of the cool things that the Nissan ARIYA has that the Ioniq 5 doesn't is the hidden compartment. You use that using the haptic controls as well. As you can see, it comes out, folds right back in. The Nissan ARIYA and the Ioniq 5 both come with panoramic moonroofs, but in the Nissan ARIYA, you can actually open it. The Ioniq 5, it is not open, it's just a giant glass pane. The Nissan ARIYA also has a rear view camera, so that way you can see it through your rear view mirror. You just gotta flip the switch, and then the mirror becomes a camera. With Nissan, you do have ProPilot Assist, so that is going to be your steering assist, your lane assist, your intelligent cruise control, speed up and slow down depending on the vehicles in front of you. They are basically both the same thing in both models, they just have different names. So when it comes to parking, the Nissan ARIYA does have the parking assist, so it will actually take the steering wheel and help you a little bit. The Ioniq 5 has the Smart Park, so when you are in a tight space, you can actually get out of your vehicle and pull it out or pull it forward. All right, thank you for stopping with us today. We did go over the Nissan ARIYA as well as the Ioniq 5. As you can see, getting inside the vehicles, me talking about them, they do have quite the same features. It really just comes down to the look of the vehicle and the price of the vehicle. Once again, my name is Joshua Bauer. I'd like to thank you guys for watching. If you would like an Ioniq 5, you can stop here at Walser Hyundai Coon Rapids or reach out at walserhyundaicoonrapids.com and we'll do our absolute best to help you out.